ceremony class with essential oils, how to create our own little ceremony with the beautiful food of God's cacao.
Hey guys, my name is Barbara and this is Jessica, and we have a few cameras going on. Initially, this class, it's a Zoom class and we have some of our friends on Zoom. Hey you guys, so when we're looking here, we're looking at you, we're looking at the Zoom. And then those of you who are on Facebook, if you wanted to do we have this link on your Facebook somewhere so that they can join the Zoom and then we can chat in there. But we're not going to be chatting in the Facebook just because we're not going to be going back and forth there. So you can join the Zoom for that. And so we've got Facebook Live over here. Hey, you guys. And we've got our Zoom friends over here. So today we are sharing a class every Tuesday. Jessica and I teach a different class. We're calling it Healthy, Sexy, Green Living with Essential Oils. So we teach you different ways on how to use essential oils for natural solutions. And for today, the class is going to be on how to create your own personal cacao with essential oils ceremony. So this is something that you can do on your own. Maybe a lot of you have heard of cacao ceremonies. What does that mean, right? So we're gonna go a little bit into cacao and ceremonial cacao and how that works and how you can do this on your own. So for those of you on Facebook, you're gonna miss a little bit the presentation that we have, the PowerPoint presentation, but that's okay, it's very short. Those friends on Zoom will be able to see that presentation. So you guys will hear us as we share that. And
I would like to say, if you can't find the link on my Facebook and you're my friend, you follow me on Instagram, you can also find the link on my bio under the link tree. It's the second link at the bottom.
And you sign up there, you get the link to join our Zoom. And the cool thing is that we'll have your email and then we'll send you the replay. You can also watch it here on Facebook once we save it. All right, so we're in a really special location today. We reached out to our dear friend, Nicole Amalia, who owns the Metaphysical Healing Institute of Palm Beach. And this is a commercial kitchen. So she's like, come on in, we'll do the class together. And I know that she does this amazing herbal and essential oil infused chocolate. So I wanted her to share her recipe and how she does it. And she's more than welcome and open. She opened her doors for us to be here. So I want to invite her in. Miss Nicole Amalia, our beautiful goddess here. Thank you so much for opening your space for us.
Yes.
You guys, this is located in Lantana, Florida, so which is like South Palm Beach area. And I told her that I felt like Alice in Wonderland when I walked in here because it was just like, oh my God, this place is magical and it's so beautiful and it feels so good. And it's like right down the street. I used to go to work here all the time, right down to the resort. So you did a great job. I love the decorations. I love the colors. And what else? What do you offer here?
So the Metaphysical Healing Institute of Palm Beach is actually a 3,000 square foot facility. You guys are seeing the commercial kitchen. The intention is that we'll be doing nutrition, cooking classes, all sorts of amazing experiences in this space. But behind that door, we have 5 one-on-one wellness rooms. We have a classroom for workshops, and we also have a meditation room. So we've got chiropractic, acupuncture, energy work, hypnotherapy, all sorts of amazing practitioners that share this space that are available to offer their services to you. And once COVID calms down a little bit, we're definitely going to be offering a lot more classes with essential oils and just really amazing community space that I'm excited to share with all of you. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us.
So you guys, something amazing happened today. So we've been planning this class, right? Every Tuesday, September. This was our last class for September. It's cacao. We're getting together today to, work on the last touches of our presentation, talk about the class, how it's going to go.
All the things that we want to share with you guys about cacao. So we really went deep into cacao journey, cacao land, and we were looking at the cacao, and I was thinking to myself, wow, when is going to be the next time that I'll be able to taste cacao, right? Because of everything that's happening. I don't know. And this showed up in my door.
So our friend Andrea came to visit her. She had a cacao.
So crazy.
This is a cacao pod. This right here are the cacao beans. Okay, you want to go ahead and
I tried to get it out, but I really couldn't.
Just the bean. Anyhow, Andrea didn't know that we were doing this tonight. She didn't know that we were deep in like 3 hours into like cacao, the benefits and all this stuff and doing all the research. And she shows up with a cacao pod.
So this is what it looks like.
That's the cacao bean. It has white around. That's like a little
pulp.
membrane, like a pulp. You remove that, okay? You can actually take that, remove it, and then you're gonna get the bean inside, okay? That bean, then you crack the shell open, and what's inside, it's the purest form of cacao, all right?
And that's how we roast it. We roast the seeds, and then the peel comes off easy. And that's how we would smash it, and we turn it into a paste.
And then it turns into
this right here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just share here my little presentation I got going on here.
I'm gonna show this after.
Our friends on Zoom, you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see this. If this is showing up on your screen, awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, so here we are presenting you cacao and essential oils for personal ceremony rituals to expand your heart, your mind, and spirit. So Jessica said that after we've been doing this research, she's like, you know what? I've been drinking coffee every morning. I wake up and I drink coffee. And I want to make a conscious decision to switch it up and try something new. And I'm going to begin doing cacao ceremonies in the morning. Okay?
Absolutely.
And we're going to teach you in a little bit how you can do that yourself as well. Okay? So you've probably heard of like, you know, cacao, but then also cocoa, spelled C-O-C-O-A. And then cacao is C-A-C-A-O. You've also heard, of course, of chocolate. And most recently for me, and the reason why we wanted to share this is the ceremonial cacao. So what is the difference? Okay, there's a lot of stuff that you can find online. We're just gonna give you the cliff notes. And also our friends on Zoom over here, you've got a link here, a bunch of links that we shared in the chat so that you can continue doing your education on this and dive deeper into this. So the cacao, this right here, okay, is derived from the Theobroma cacao tree, okay?
I'm actually peeling the seed that I just showed you guys, and you can see that's the raw cacao, where it is, and that's on the raw form.
So then there's a lot of confusion out there to whether like cacao is better than cocoa and this and that and ceremonials and that. There's a lot of confusion, but just to kind of clear it, and here's from everything that I read, this is kind of like what everybody is agreeing on, let's say. Now, let me just tell you right away here, Jessica and I are not super like experts on cacao, which is love it. And we found that there is a difference and we want to share that with you. Okay. So let's think of cacao as the chocolate, the cacao in its rawest form. Think of what we just showed you right now, the pod, the bean. Okay. And then you've got the cacao nibs that are inside that raw cacao. Okay. And think of the cocoa is more like cocoa powder after it's been roasted in high temperatures and then turned into a powder, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that one is better than the other. There are different ways that, you know, it's processed that too much heat. They say that it starts to kill the enzymes and it kills
just like
a lot of the
we're
nutrients.
cooking, if we cook with high heat, so we're going to kill the nutrients. But the way that they turn it into powder is by removing the fats, and that's how it turns into the cocoa powder.
And then we go into chocolate. And chocolate, it's like 20 to 40% of the cacao, but in chocolate, they've added other ingredients like milk and sugar and emulsifiers,
or other like vegetable oils and other oils that are not very high quality. That's why sometimes people have allergies, or you may experience acne or breakouts whenever you eat those kinds of chocolates, because they have additives that are not, it's not their purest form. So the raw cacao is the best way to consume cacao.
And the reason they do that is so that it's cheaper, right? Because raw cacao, like, you know, when you go and buy like 75%, dark chocolate, dark cacao, it's a lot more expensive, right? It's like $5 a bar. So in order to make it 2 for 50 cents, you got to add all these additional things and use a little bit of
cacao, the
real you really want to be eating. Yeah. Okay. And then there's ceremonial grade cacao. okay? And this is a paste. So the difference here is that in ceremonial grade, there's a lot less steps in the processing. So we have a really cool little meme here, a little picture on the difference between the regular production of cacao and ceremonial grade. So there's a fermentation process in small batches for ceremonial grade, and then at scale, big batches for your regular, even raw and organic cacao. And then it goes, for ceremonial grade, it goes into a hot plate, okay, that it's heating. And then in the regular, it's industrially heated, so in a bigger scale. Again, everything's bigger scale. It's hand peeled for ceremonial grade, and then it is industrially peeled through machines for the other. And then it's ground down in a heated mill for the ceremonial, and then it goes from the other one, it's ground down in a heated mill. Then it turns into the raw cacao paste. And then in order to make it into a powder, they need to take the fat, which is called cacao butter. And we have it here. I use cacao butter to cook sometimes, like instead of using butter. If I need a fat, I'll use the cacao butter it melts and I use it to cook. So they take that cacao butter so that they can then make it into a powder. Now there's lots of nutrients and minerals in that fat, cacao butter, okay? So in the ceremonial grade, that fat is still there and it's a paste that you get. And there's like this like white swirls in it when you cut the paste. It's like really hard. It's something like this, okay? And then it has those swirls, and that's just the fat all around, okay? So that's kind of like the different, when you start to get into the ceremonial grade cacao, when we're doing this, and we're gonna tell you in a moment why you want to start to explore and experiment with this types of chocolate.
And I want to just show the difference so you guys know when you go to the store and you buy cacao nibs. Okay, you can see the cacao nibs. What this is the seed, the cacao. This is the whole seed. When you crush it, it turns into a cacao nibs. So if you're wondering like, what are these nibs? What cacao nibs? This is what it is. It's the seed crushed into this little pieces.
Awesome. So there are so many benefits to your purest form of cacao, okay? We're not talking about milk chocolate here, you guys. Purest form of the cacao, like eating it like this, or the ceremonial grade, or one that hasn't been processed too highly. So there are, for clarity, all right? Cacao contains dopamine, the neurotransmitter that aids in mental concentration, focus, and the cultivation of positivity towards life. So cacao is a great source of serotonin, dopamine, anandine, and phenylethylamine. They're really long. These are neurotransmitters, and they're well studied, which are associated with feelings of well-being, and they help to alleviate depression. Okay. We got this. You guys are not able to see here, but we have all the references in where we're getting this information in our presentation. You'll also get it in the recording. We'll share the link of the recording on the Facebook so they get all that.
Got it.
It's great for energy. How did you feel when you took a little bite of that?
Oh, first of all, my heart started beating really fast. I felt a lot of energy. And yeah, cacao stimulates the cardiovascular system, a full body high without anxious buzz and caffeine, which is one of the reasons why I want to substitute the coffee for a little while with a cacao. Although you can mix them, the best form is to do it pure, concentrated. So it's really great for the heart, physically and emotionally. As I mentioned before, it promotes cardiovascular health. It improves, it dilates your blood vessels so that you're getting 20 to 30% more oxygen, which means more life force, which means more energy, right? So that's before a workout, instead of doing the things that I used to do before, like caffeine or highly caffeinated drinks, this is a great option.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another reason why is potency. It's potent. Cacao is an ancient superfood that is abundant in vitamins, antioxidants, and naturally occurring consciousness altering compounds. When I had that little piece today, my heart started beating, right?
Euphoric energy.
Yep. And I was just like, oh my God, I feel high.
You want another piece?
And I'm just so excited. Not right now, because I don't want to go too fast. I'm already really sensitive with caffeine, so I really only need a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why I buy only the best quality, because when I have it, I'm just gonna have a little bit, right? If I buy a Kit Kat, which I do sometimes,
Really?
I do, yeah. 10% girl, 90% the best, 10%. So that's my guilty pleasure. Halloween, right? Whatever. Anyhow, the minerals and antioxidants. We have magnesium is the best source of magnesium. What do we want magnesium for? You have sore muscles, for relaxation. So high amounts of magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc, copper, potassium, and manganese. Yes, you guys, pure cacao.
And all the vitamin Bs, which are great to support our emotional state, right?
Yep.
Our emotions.
Antioxidants high in polyphenols, antioxidants called flavonoids. In particular, epicatecin, catechin, and I just completely butcher this, but whatever, just really good antioxidants. And why? The reason you want antioxidants is to get rid of free radicals.
To help us, it protects us from the sun, the rays of the sun, and all the environmental threats. Yeah.
Vitamin A, C, D, E, the B complex, all the B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, and pantothenic acid. Okay, so already, so that's why they call it the superfood.
Bliss, the only food to contain anandamide. Okay, the word ananda means bliss. The bliss molecule that activates the heart with very same feelings that we experience through profound lovemaking, becoming awash with orgasmic energy. I'm all about orgasmic energy, so.
See, we didn't even plan for this to be the part you read, and it's perfect.
So we call this a joy molecule. Anandamide is a cannabinoid, a chemical that hooks up to the same brain receptors that catch similar ingredients in THC. Wow.
That's why you feel high.
Your brain produces some anandamide naturally, but you also get the small amounts of the chemical from cacao bean products, which is why I want to start my day with cacao.
Awesome. Other reasons why you want to be doing your personal, beautiful cacao ceremony with rich, raw cacao is to open your heart for flow. It's a beautiful partner for all manners of inner, outer, and creative work. Opening the channels for inspiration, for love, expression, acceptance, and creativity. It is attributed to its high levels of theobromine, and this is why it is from the theobrom tree. So it is believed to boost your mood. And so we have a nice little, from a nice website here called ahinsaplanthealing.com. They did a really beautiful graphic, and it just tells you the key vitamins here: C, E, B2, B1, B5, B3, and B9. The key minerals are magnesium, iron, calcium, copper, zinc, chromium, manganese, sulfur, and potassium. That's so awesome. And neurotransmitters are phenylethylamine, which is the love molecule, anandamide, which is the one you just talked about, the bliss chemical, serotonin, the happiness hormone, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone.
Amazing.
So, oh my God. If you're not buying your cacao right now, what are you waiting for, right? All right, you guys. So this is awesome. Let's say you get your ceremonial cacao paste. How do you make it? Okay. So I don't have an actual one right now. We're actually going to teach you how Nicole makes her chocolate, and it's a little different than she's going to make actual chocolates. And this is how you make the drink. So let's say you wake up every morning, like Jessica wants to switch her coffee for cacao. She has her ceremonial paste. She's gonna warm it up in a pan and add either hot water, add the water, or if you want it more milky, you can also add a milk or whatever you like. And then you're gonna find a nice quiet space somewhere where you can sit upright. You're gonna have your cup of hot cacao, and you're gonna take a moment to breathe it in. You're gonna breathe in the cacao. You're gonna take just a moment of silence, and you're probably already doing ceremonies, you don't even know it. If you do tea, matcha, anything that you do every single day. You have your ceremonies that you do without even, you don't have to call them ceremonies.
Or it's a ritual when you wake up in the morning. If every day you're like me, where you heat up your hot water and you make your coffee, that is a ritual that you do every morning. But I do want to share with you guys that even the preparation of the cacao, it can be part of your ritual. So how I incorporate essential oils is sometimes I add essential oils to my cacao when I make it. If I want to make it creamy, I'll use dairy-free milk. Right, it's better another nut. Like cashew milk is my favorite because it becomes very thick and creamy. And I like to add spices, whether they're in powder or I'll use an essential oil. Now the essential oil, want to be very, you want to use very small amounts because they're very pure and potent. We don't want to use too much. So I use the toothpick method to start with. You just wet the tip of the toothpick and you add it to your cacao or to the rim of the cup just to add that aromatic effect. And also you can diffuse an essential oil to pair with your cacao. So for example, we have cinnamon or cassia, we have clove, orange, wild orange. Those are oils that go really great with your cacao. So some people like to do Palo Santo to clear the space, to clear your energy, or sage. You can do that as well. Or you can diffuse. If you don't like the smoke, you can use an essential oil. And just like I pair or repair wines with food, I like to pair essential oils with food or with, in this case, cacao. So that's a great way that you can incorporate essential oils to create your own ceremony. You can also perhaps use the peppermint before you drink your cacao to open up your airways and do a little bit of breath work or pranayama, breath regulation, to oxygenate your blood, to open up your airways, to create a more of a ceremonial effect. And
so one thing that I want to mention, which we haven't mentioned yet, when we are telling you essential oils, so we have our friends here on Zoom who've been coming to classes, so they already know. But when we talk to you about essential oils, we're talking about doTERRA essential oils. They're the only oils that we advocate for, that we can trust, that we can take internally. As she shared, that sometimes we can take them internally. So you guys, doTERRA essential oils, we are both doTERRA wellness advocates. Actually, so is Nicole. So if you know any of us and you're like, I want to get my oils with you girls, just reach out to us, okay? But we're not going to go too deep into learning about essential oils because cacao is king tonight and we're giving all of our attention to chocolate. This is how we use the plant medicine, not only from the essential oils aromatically, but also cacao is plant medicine.
And so are essential oils, but the right kind. So please, just little disclaimer, do not use any essential oils that are the ones that
don't go to Walgreens
or Amazon
and add cinnamon from Walgreens into your cacao.
There you go.
You're gonna get a ceremonial grade and really great quality, then you gotta get your great quality essential if you're combining them.
Okay. And the other really important part about the ceremony is setting intentions. Right? So the whole experience, breathing it in, being grateful for everything that you have, everything that you are, everything that you want, and all the things that you need, right? Just gratitude, coming back to gratitude. And even if when you're making your cacao, you can also speak words, positive words, because as we know, some of us, we know that we can charge water with our words. Words hold vibrations and things can manifest faster, more powerfully when we put them into words. Also, maybe journaling after you drink your cacao, or dancing, moving your body. It's going to give you energy, but it's a great way to get focused, clear, and set your intentions for the day. So you can do this on a daily basis. It could be like your little ritual in the morning, which is what I am going to do.
Awesome. So I love that. The next part of your ceremony, you clear your space, you're breathing it in, you're saying what you're grateful for, and you're setting your intention for the day. You smell, you keep drinking, staying quiet. I recommend that. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but no phones allowed, right? With the phone,
Yeah. If you can do this prior to getting on your phone, and that will be the best. You'll have the best.
And then
results.
you'll close your ceremony depending on how much time you want to spend on that. Take a moment to again sit up straight, set your intention again, deep breath, and then you're done. Okay, and clean up after yourself, right? Put everything away, and there you go. You might give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, but it's a very simple ceremony. You know, there are not a lot of like in-person ceremonies happening right now. So this is something how you can take ownership and do it yourself, right?
Yes, I recommend listening to really soothing music like flute playing, really to bring that element of our ancestors, how the Mayans used to use cacao to bring in those beautiful flutes. We're going to share with you guys a couple of links of beautiful music that you can use. And yeah, I would love to hear about your experiences. Please share when you do it on your own. And I am so ready to make some chocolates.
Yes.
And also, like, it doesn't have to be a drinking chocolate in the morning for your ceremony. It could be a little chocolate that you already made, like what Nicole is going to share with us.
Maybe you're like, girls, I probably have like 2 minutes for myself in the morning. So guess what? You can have this chocolates made ahead of time, and you're just gonna go whoop, 2 seconds and take it with you on the go. And our dear friend Nicole is gonna share how she does that.
Awesome. So I got super into making ceremonial chocolates. Honestly, when I got introduced to doTERRA oils, it was like the perfect additive to what I was already doing, making amazing, beautiful ceremonial grade chocolates. So I work with a chocolatier right here out of Delray, 5150. Maybe some of you have seen on Federal Highway, the building says chocolate. So they provide me with an 80% cacao. This is what it looks like. This chocolate happens to be from Ecuador. I buy it in bulk. If you guys are interested, we can help you source really amazing, beautiful cacao. So the melting point for cacao is really important. It's 86 degrees to 90 degrees. So what you'll do is you'll simply just take these big chunks of cacao, you put them into just a normal household pot, right? And the other things you want to source is a really beautiful mold. I love roses. And once the chocolate starts to melt on the stove, you'll be able to add in really awesome ingredients. Obviously, the essential oils is key. So Digest Zen, amazing additive for the chocolates. Peppermint, obviously, mint chocolate chip. Who doesn't love mint chocolate chip? Orange blossom, cassia, cinnamon, anything with the doTERRA supplement facts on it, right?
Can be used.
Can be used ingestible, so you can add it in. So whatever you feel called to, whether it's for you or it's for a client. I make chocolates for clients all the time. The other thing I want to speak into that I use for my clients is I use a lot of mushroom blends. So this happens to be the Organic 10 mushroom blend, reishi, oyster, just changa, amazing, amazing, amazing. 10 different types of really beautiful organic mushrooms that I take just a little spoonful and I add it into the chocolate when it's melting, right? You can also add other additives. We've got goji berry powder back here. I love beetroot. Beetroot is amazing for energy. But again, when you're using these combination of the powdered ingredients with the essential oils, you're also creating just like a really nice fluid texture to the chocolate. Because if you're adding a lot of powders in, you want to also balance that. We can also use the organic coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, cacao butter, whatever you feel called to do. Super simple. Heat it up low on the stove, pour it into the molds. You want to hand me that one over there? And let it set. So one thing I will tell you, when you make the chocolates, you want to tap it. It's called tempering chocolates, right? So you temper it, you tap it, it brings the air bubbles to the surface, super important.
After they're cold or before?
When it's still warm.
Okay.
So when it's warm,
after pouring
you pour it in, you can spoon it into the mold, tap it, temper it, right? Bring the air bubbles to the surface, because afterwards, you want a really beautiful, right? Clear, clear shapes, right?
That's so beautiful.
So beautiful, right? And so what actually helps in supporting this texture without the air bubbles is the essential oils. So there's just really like no limit to what you can do with essential oils and the chocolates. Awesome gifts, right? We've got Christmas coming up, all the holiday seasons, Hanukkah, we just had Yom Kippur. You know, we always want to make things for whether it's our clients or our friends and our family. And I just think this is something that's heartfelt. We've already spoken to all the like amazing properties of cacao. It's a heart opener. And then we're just incorporating all these other amazing tools into it, whether it's the essential oils or that's the other herbs that we're called to use based on our preferences or our clients. It's super easy, super, super easy.
And what do you use Digest then?
So Digest then is great because especially when you're using things like beetroot and the mushrooms that are adaptogenic properties, it helps the digestive system actually break down and the body absorb the bioavailability of all of the mushrooms, the essential oils. It just goes deeper into the system. So I love Digestion. I'm also a big like mint chocolate chip fan, and it has that like minty kind of flavor to it without it being super peppermint. So I think Digestion and just such a good complement to what we're up to. We're up to bringing these components into the body, into the endocrine system, right? Into the cannabinoid system. If you want to work with CBD, I work with CBD a lot. Just again, sky is the limit. So Digestion is my favorite. But you know, I also really like Orange Blossom because I like orange.
I love orange.
Wild orange?
Yeah, I love the wild orange. Tangerine,
Pepper, right?
cassia with the
Lavender.
cinnamon.
Even lavender, but lavender
It's more calming.
more calming. Well, wouldn't it like balance it out if the cacao is super energizing and then the lavender is like in between?
Yeah, I mean, if you love the way lavender tastes, and you guys, you can get really creative on the decoration of your chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I love to add, if you haven't heard of, what is it called, the coconut butter, manna?
Mm-hmm.
So it gets really hard when you freeze it. So when you're making the chocolates, you can actually add a little bit of the manna or the coconut butter, and then the cacao. So then you have two different colors on the rose. You can make it two different colors. Yeah. Or you can put maybe like a little bit of crushed
The pistachios.
crushed pistachios, because they're nice and green, so that you're decorating your chocolates the way that you want.
And just so you guys to know, these are silicone, right? So super easy to clean, obviously reusable. You get them on Amazon. Pick whatever you want. Like I said, I love roses. You can get hearts, stars, angels, whatever you want. Customize it. These are like beautiful things that you can make from your heart with beautiful ingredients, and that's what we're all about. Right?
Yeah, awesome. So sorry, I was checking on Facebook over here, but you just milk that and that's it? You don't add water or milk to it?
So the only time I'll add something else is if we put a little bit of like coconut and organic coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm using additional powdered ingredients, because if it gets too powdery, it might get too thick. So you just want to keep an eye, and this is something you can make like your own art. And again, like Jessica said, sometimes with the essential oils, once you get to understand them, you may literally only need one teeny tiny drop for 12 chocolates. Mm-hmm. So this is where we can work with you, showing you the potency of the oils. And again, what Barbie was saying is that if it starts to get a little thick, if you want to add some powdered extras into it, maybe just add a little bit of like the organic coconut oil to thin it out.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Awesome.
What about the powder? What do you do with the powder? Because I like to make a chocolate mousse with the powder. I was spending some time at my boyfriend's house, and he made me this delicious cacao mousse. I had no idea. I was going crazy over it, and I love to share the recipe with you guys. Super simple. It's the powder. I hope he's okay with me sharing. I'm sure he is.
You gotta credit him.
Yes. So I'm just gonna put some cacao here. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I eyeball all my recipes.
And we know all about this. So we've been taking classes with her. She's the queen of eyeballing.
So I'm going to add maple syrup. A little maple syrup. Okay. And I'm going to use a fork. I'm gonna start to mix it. I think ideally I would want a smaller bowl. But he says the secret is in the way you move the fork, the way you mix it.
Yes, it has to be fast.
Not too fast. Okay, so you're starting to get the consistency. Ooh. And you can dip your strawberries or bananas. Okay. Coming along really good. Oh my God.
You guys on Zoom, in the chat, there are links. If you don't see them, just type in there that you don't see the links. But links of articles that have really great links of where you can get ceremonial grade cacao. All right. And this one we got locally here at a store called Greenlands in Delray Beach, and you can find this brand. It's pretty popular. And then ingredients here: certified organic cacao powder from the Theobroma cacao tree. Okay, and then that's it. All right, so we remember that the powder turns into powder. They do take out the cacao butter, okay, which is the fat and has lots of minerals in there too, but you still have minerals, vitamins, antioxidants in the powder as well.
All right, here we go.
Ooh la la.
So I made it a little bit liquidy because, I mean, I like it like this, but you can actually, if you put more cacao, you can flip the bowl and it won't spill.
Let's see if we can see it close here. Oh yeah.
So,
yum, yum, yum. Right?
Cacao powder
and
maple syrup. And you can use this to sweeten your drinks or to drizzle over your pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, if you add a little also, yeah.
Want to taste it?
Yeah.
But
it's either you or me, because you know COVID and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna do it later.
Can I just stick the finger?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to drizzle your finger.
Oh my God.
This is what it looks like. Look at that.
Oh my God, you guys. That's way better than Nutella. I boycott Nutella because it has palm oil plus all those other emulsifiers that I'm telling you about. And soy, lecithin, and a bunch of things that I don't need to be doing when I can just do 2 ingredients.
So you can add a little bit of cassia to this. Cinnamon, right? Make it cinnamony. Let's say you want to reduce inflammation because you're having an injury that's like really bugging you. Ginger. You can do ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. And then you're making your chocolate and your treats and whatever you're cooking, an anti-inflammatory food that's going to help you heal faster.
And I love that, we were talking about yesterday that it, it helps with creativity and to open-heartedness, and it just gives us energy, more clarity, just so much goodness, and you guys, it's like the cacao. We're not talking about your regular chocolate, which only has anywhere from 20 to 40% cacao, and the rest of the things is like sugars and milk. So understand the difference between your like milk chocolate that you find everywhere and then your cacao powders you can start. If you really want to take deep and go into creating your personal ceremonies, then, we've got the ceremonial grade cacaos, and we've got the links here for you to, you guys to look for that. Thank you, Kira. Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you guys, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and check the Facebook. Those of you who've been watching, I think we've been having a few people watching. Go ahead and ask any questions if you have them, or here in the chat. Otherwise, I think this is what we got today.
Yeah.
So we're sharing you links of where you can get these things. We don't personally sell cacao, but if you're local here to the Palm Beach area, you can buy them from here from Nicole. She can really support you with that from a local chocolatier. And then if you want to get essential oils, again, you can come here to the center and buy them from here, or if Jessica or me, we can hook you up.
Yeah, we'll show you the best way to get your essential oils at the best price, because there's a lot of perks about buying essential oils from the company that we trust and love and use. We use them for everything, for cleaning, for cooking, for our environment. We love to educate people on this, which we're gonna have some amazing classes for October.
Yeah, should we say that?
Yeah, we should totally mention what the classes are going to be. So every Tuesday at 7 p.m., we're gonna have a different topic. First topic,
we're gonna have, hold on, Kira, let me know if you can see the links now. I reposted them. Yes, awesome. Ooh, so there's a nice little 10-minute documentary there that is just so, oh my God, I wanted to just cry after I saw it. Just super connected to the cacao after watching that. It's only 10 minutes. It's gonna be beautiful.
Watch it.
All right, so next Tuesday, we're gonna have Holly and I. So you're gonna be at your Budokan training, and Holly and I are gonna talk to you about digestive health with essential oils. So the Holly, a dear friend of us and part of our team, got into essential oils because she had really, really bad digestive issues. And actually Digestive, which that's her, like what got her into the terra essential oils, is complete healed her. So we're going to talk about that. And if you or someone you know has digestive discomforts, that's going to be a really great class. Then we're gonna do
what's the second one?
Oh, Hella Clean Spring Cleaning. Not spring cleaning, Hella Clean Green Cleaning.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about how to use essential oils for green cleaning for your home. Then we're gonna have pumpkin spice and everything nice, because it is the season for pumpkin spice. And if you tend to go and get about 1 to 2 pumpkin spice lattes, we're gonna teach you how to make your own. Also, some desserts, some drinks, and some
diffuser blends
for the season, for the fall, for the autumn,
to bring in that spirit.
And then we're gonna do trick or treat. It's gonna be trick or treat night, and that's gonna be on the 27th, so at the end of October, the last Tuesday. And we're gonna talk about emotional health. We're gonna talk about what are some things that might be triggering you.
Our
emotions, the mind, the brain. What are some things that you're doing to treat the mind, treat the brain? So a little trick or treat class. And we're gonna, again, we'll have that link up on both our Instagram accounts, on our link in bio, so that you can sign up. So people register, and then we send you reminders every Tuesday.
Right, I think we are complete with all the things that we wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Thank you for watching, whoever tuned in on Facebook.
Thank you. And Nicole's not here, but thank you, Nicole. We love you so much. We'll share the link to her website as well. This place is beautiful. You guys, if you're local to Palm Beach, I highly recommend, once you're feeling comfortable, to come here. I know that she's open, and come get a treatment.
Or if you're a provider and you're looking for a place to have your practice, you can also come and talk to her. She hosts. This is her space. She provides the space.
Awesome.
For all the providers.
Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful evening. We'll maybe see you next Tuesday. Bye, bye, bye. We love you.
Bye, Kira.
Stay healthy. Have fun. All right. You want to stop the Facebook over there? All right. I'll stop the recording here.